Cancer is a type of cell division, uncontrolled cell division. As you know that our cells divide by a process known as mitosis. Mitosis is a very accurate and precise method of cell division which is controlled by many genes. But if sometime mutations occur in the genes which regulate the process of mitosis and cell divides start to divide for indefinite period of time and without any checks, this type of division causes a tumor production in the body. This tumor's production is called as cancer. So there are two types of tumors which are produced in our body. One is benign tumor while other is malignant tumor. If the tumor is localized and is not harmful, then we call it benign tumor. But this tumor, if it starts to spread all over the body, then we call it cancerous cells or cancerous tumor, which is known as malignant tumor. The study of there are over 100 different types of cancer which have been diagnosed, and there are four major important cancer which are, the first one is carcinoma. Carcinoma is a cancer which starts under the skin or epithelial tissue of the internal organs. Carcinoma begins in the skin or tissue that covers our internal organs like lungs, pancreas, ovary, stomach, brain or any other part of the body. But it must start under the epithelial tissue of some organ or our skin. The second major type of tissue is sarcoma. Sarcoma cancer starts in connective tissues. As you know that our body has different connective tissues like blood, like under the skin, bones, cartilage. If some types of tumor is produced in the connective tissue, then this type of cancer is known as carcinoma. The third type of major cancer is leukemia. Leukemia is a blood cancer in which white blood cells are infected. In the process of leukemia, different types of red blood cells are produced in large amount and without any differentiation, which causes blood cancer and also known as leukemia, and we will discuss it in detail in the next lecture. The fourth type of cancer is lymphoma. Lymphoma is a cancer of special immunity cells which are known as lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are special white blood cells which are responsible for immunity in our body. So the cancer of lymphocyte is known as lymphoma. The first symptom of cancer is lump. The lump of cell, which is also known as tumor. Group of cells. As I already told earlier that lump of cell is known as tumor, and tumor can be of two types, benign and malignant. If the tumor is non-cancerous and is localized, then it is known as benign, and if it is cancerous and spreading all over the body, then it is known as malignant tumor. So lump of cell is the major symptom of any type of cancer. Abnormal bleeding. If there is bleeding in certain part of the body and that is not controlled and totally it's abnormal, that could be the cause of a cancer. The third main symptom of cancer is cough, prolonged cough. Prolonged cough may be the cause of a lung cancer. The cough is not treated and does not stop, so it is a major cause of lung cancer. It's a major symptoms of lung cancer. Next symptom is abnormal weight loss, too much weight loss, unplanned weight loss. It is also a symptoms of cancer. Now let's talk about the causes of cancer. What are the causes? The number one cause of the cancer is use of tobacco in any form. Usually people inhale tobacco smoke. Smoking of tobacco causes lung cancer, throat cancer, stomach cancer and different parts of the body which are under the effect of tobacco. They can cause cancer because tobacco has some alkaloids and chemicals which are very carcinogenic and they can cause different type of cancer in our body. The second major cause is obesity. Obesity is not a big factor, but it can also cause cancer. There is no physical activity, no exercise, too much eating, etc. They cause cancer. The third major cause is ionization radiation. There are different types of radiations which can cause cancer. For example, ultraviolet radiation coming from the sun can cause mutation in our cells and leads to cancer. In this way, X-rays which are penetrating in our body, they can also cause ionization of the cells and cause mutation which leads into cancer. Pollutants. As you know that there are very certain pollutants present in our atmosphere. Our food, our fruits, our vegetables, our grains, our soil, our water, everything is polluted. Our food contain pesticides, insecticides, fungicides, and certain drugs, chemicals which are applied on the food to avoid them, to preserve them. Preservatives, they can also cause cancer. Our water contain, our environment contain heavy metals like lead, mercury, arsenic, which are causing mutations in our body and leads to the major causes of cancer. The next cause is certain infection. There are certain infections which occurs in our body parts which can lead to cancer. For example, hepatitis, which is infection of liver, can lead, if not treated early, and then it can lead to the cause of a cancer, liver cancer. Some infection of H. pylori in our stomach may cause stomach cancer. In this way, infection of colon may cause colon cancer, and in the same way different types of viruses and infection can cause cancer. Mutation can caused by any mutagens. Mutagens can be radioactive radiations, certain chemicals, anything which cause mutation is known as mutagen, and then mutation can lead to the cancer. Now, how this cancer starts? What is the process of carcinogenesis or oncogenesis? How this happens? First of all, we look at the cells. This is a cell of our normal body. What happens that this cell is bounded by basal lamina, and all around it are other body cells. These cells, the genes of these cells are mutated because of certain effects. Mutation inactivates tumor suppressor gene. The genes which are suppressing the process of mitosis or tumor production are inactivated, and this cell starts to divide by mitosis. The checks on the mitosis has been inactivated. So in this way, this cell starts to divide, and these cells proliferate and increases its in number. So there are 20 different types of mutations which can occur in the cell, which can lead to the causes, which can lead to the production of cancerous cells. So this cell divides and divides and divides and becomes a lump of cells, which is known as cancer, which is also known as malignant tumor or benign tumor. So let's look at the type of cancer in another way. So there is a diagram of our skin. This is a diagram. This is the upper layer of the skin, which is also known as epithelial cell. Behind the epithelial cell, as you can see in green part, that is the connective tissue, and below the connective tissue are smooth muscles. So there are certain blood vessels, as you can see in the diagram, and there are some green blood vessels which are known as lymphatic vessel. So suppose the process of cancer has started under the skin. There is one cell which is present in the under the skin, and this cell has broken all the checks and controls of mitosis, and mutation causes it to divide. This cell start dividing and produced a lump of cell, as you can see in the red color. This lump of cell is known as carcinoma. It is a tumor which is also known as, it could be benign or malignant. As you know that carcinoma is a cancer of skin or under the skin. So this tumor has produced under the skin. If this tumor remain intact and localized and does not spread any other way, then this tumor is known as benign. But sometimes it so happens that this tumor start to spread. The cells of the carcinoma or tumor starts to spread. There they found a lymphatic vessel. They enter in the lymphatic vessel and travel to the other organs of the body and proliferate further and make a tumor on other part of the body. So in this way they spread. This spreading of disease is known as metastasis. They can also cause lymphoma by entering in the lymphatic vessel, which is a cancer of lymphocytes. Now the carcinoma or the tumor can also spreading. Next they found a blood vessel. They will enter the blood vessel because they have some special enzyme which can break the lining of the cells, and they can enter proteolytic enzyme which can digest the protein, and they can enter the blood vessel. After entering the blood vessel, they start spreading, which is known as metastasis, and these cells are known as metastatic cell. Through blood vessel or blood circulatory system, they can reach other parts like brain. It started in the hand, but it reaches in the lungs. It can reach to the stomach, pancreas, ovary, colon, rectum, or any other part of the body, and they start multiplying over there, and they make tumors over there, and this condition is very severe and they can cause the death of the person. Now sometimes they start to produce a tumor in the connective tissue. If they start to produce a connective tissue tumor in the connective tissue, then this type of cancer is known as sarcoma. As you know, I already told that sarcoma is a cancer of the connective tissue. So this is a tumor or connective tissue known as sarcoma. So this is in this way the cancer can spread to different parts of the body. So now what is the treatment of the diagnosis and treatment? To diagnose the cancer, first of all we have to do autopsy. During autopsy a piece of tissue has been taken from body, different parts, and we check that if it has certain types, it is examined under the microscope. The symptoms difference between the normal cell and the cancerous cell is that the cancerous cells are rapidly dividing cell. They have high nucleus to cytoplasmic ratio, and they also are less differentiated than normal cells. So in this way we can find out that if this is a normal cell or a cancerous cell. If cancer is diagnosed, then its stage is it's diagnosed that in which part of the body has cancerous cells. After diagnosis, the treatment occurs. For the treatment of cancer, we use chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is a process in which certain anti-cancerous chemicals are administered in the body time to time in regular intervals to treat the cancer. But these chemicals which are anti-cancerous can also kill the normal body cell. As you see that if a person is treated with chemotherapeutic agents, all the hairs on his body or her body and the nails also disappear and die. The person becomes weak, the normal body cells also destroyed. After treatment of the cancer, then the person is gone through rehabilitation and recovery process. There are certain types of cancer which are treated with radiotherapy. In this process, certain radioactive rays like cobalt-60 are bombarded on the cells of the cancer to destroy them. In this way, this radiotherapy can be done by regular intervals on the site where the cancer cells are present. There are certain hospitals all over the world which are treating the cancer patients. And there is also one treatment, a laser treatment. In this case, lasers are bombarded on the cancerous cells to kill them. It is also possible to remove the cancerous cell by surgery, but as you know that the cancer can spread like roots of a tree or like legs of crabs in all over the body. It has to be very careful to remove the tumor from the body, because even if a small part of the tumor remains inside the body, it can start spreading again. But some tumors can be removed by surgery, and this successful operation has been done by the surgeons. Alternative medicine can also be used to treat some types of cancer.